Have you ever wondered what drives us to desire, to strive, and to act as we do? This question takes us deep into the realm of philosophy, to a place where desire and willpower are not merely personal attributes, but fundamental forces that shape our lives and the world around us. It's a place where the simple act of wanting a cup of coffee or longing for a romantic partner is part of a much grander, metaphysical narrative. A narrative that intertwines with every other narrative, forming an intricate tapestry of human existence. At the heart of this narrative is a concept that's as intriguing as it is elusive: the will. This is not the everyday notion of willpower that we're familiar with, but a much more profound and far-reaching concept. It's a concept that was brought into sharp focus by a 19th century philosopher whose ideas continue to resonate today. Enter Arthur Schopenhauer, a 19th century philosopher with an intriguing perspective on the driving force of life. Schopenhauer proposed a central element of his philosophy, a concept he simply referred to as the will. But what exactly did he mean by this? Well, let's dive in. Schopenhauer's will is not about individual willpower as we commonly understand it. It's not about our ability to resist that extra slice of pizza or push ourselves to go for a run. Instead, it's a metaphysical concept, a fundamental force that underpins all of reality. Schopenhauer described the will as the kernel, the core essence of every particular thing and of the whole. It's the driving force behind all actions, desires, and thoughts. It's the engine that propels us forward, the spark that ignites our passions, the deep-seated cravings that keep us up at night. The will is everywhere, permeating our external and internal perception. It reveals itself in the blind forces of nature, in the winds that sway the trees, in the waves that crash against the shore. And it also manifests in the deliberate actions of humans, in our choices, our pursuits, our dreams. But the will is not a rational force. It's not guided by logic or reason. It's a ceaseless yearning, an insatiable hunger, a relentless desire that is always striving, always wanting. So, in essence, the will is a ceaseless yearning, a relentless force that shapes our reality. But what happens when this will is left unchecked? Schopenhauer invites us to ponder this question, leading us into the darker side of his philosophy. The will, he asserts, is the root of all suffering. It's a ceaseless, insatiable engine, always seeking, always desiring. It's an unending thirst that can never be truly quenched, leading us into a state of perpetual dissatisfaction. Imagine a child in a candy store, eyes wide with desire, wanting to taste every sweet treat on the shelves. Even if the child gets a taste, the satisfaction is fleeting. Soon enough, the craving for the next candy kicks in. This, according to Schopenhauer, is the human condition. A constant chase after desires, a never-ending cycle of want and temporary satisfaction. The will, then, is a double-edged sword, driving us forward but also leading us into a cycle of endless desire and dissatisfaction. But wait, are we completely at the mercy of this will? Schopenhauer didn't think so. While the ever-present will may seem like an unbreakable chain, locking us in a cycle of desire and dissatisfaction, Schopenhauer proposed a potential escape route. He believed that we could achieve a state of denial of the will, a respite from this constant striving and wanting. Imagine this denial not as a negation, but as a transcendence. It's not about suppressing or fighting against our desires, but rather stepping outside of them, even if just for a moment. But how can this be achieved? Schopenhauer suggested that the key lies in aesthetic experiences, such as appreciating art or music. Consider the moments when a beautiful piece of music transports you to another world, or when a stunning artwork captivates your entire attention. In these moments, our usual desires and wants are momentarily forgotten. We are not striving for anything, we are simply being, existing in the moment. It's as if we've stepped outside of the relentless current of the will and found a quiet eddy of calm. This is what Schopenhauer meant by denying the will. It's a form of salvation, a release from the constant dissatisfaction that the will brings about. It's a profound concept that offers a different perspective on how we can navigate the tumultuous seas of desire and striving. So according to Schopenhauer, in the eye of the storm of our desires, there exists a calm, a transcendence, a moment of salvation, if only we know where to look.